Hi all, Kenny the Vaping here, back again for yet another review. Today we're looking at a kit. It is the Vaporesso Luxe kit. Oops, excuse me. With the colours of the skrr or the skrr atomizer on top. There is the box for it, boys and girls. It is basically, well, like a revenge, I suppose. That's what they had, you know. That's what they came out with. An update of that. But yeah, we're gonna have a nice quick look at the menu. Have a look at the tank. But before we get down to that, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe to my channel. Much appreciated. Every little one helps, you know, keeps me doing what I'm doing. So without further ado, like folks, let's have a gun of this B-roll, Roll it. Right folks, and here we are down at the table looking at the Luxe kit from the guys at Vaporesso. Just on the side of the box you have quad airflow, 2-inch screen, childproof lock mechanism, omni board 4, 2.5 amp quick charge. Welcome to the world, tailored to the beast. Vaporesso, nothing on there. On the front you've obviously got the picture of the mod and some warnings. On the back you have a bit of information, the products, and the specs. We're going to have a quick look at these specs if you want. The mod itself is 89.9 by 47.8 by 29.5 millimeters. Output wattage is 5 to 220 watts. It has a 2-inch TFT colour screen display. The resistance range is 0.03 to 5 ohms, and it is obviously a dual 18650 battery mod. The tank size again is 27.8 by 59.5 millimeters, and with this being the TPD compliant one, it's a 2 milli tank. Damn. So there's a little bit of information, but you can what you scratch and sniff and all your CE marks, etc. So if we can get this box open, you just shake the lid, and you're presented with a rather large cut out card, you know what I mean, whatever it is. Picture of the mod and obviously a bit more company promotion. Inside the box you do get the mod itself. Looks very nice, that one. I've got this as like a coppery colour with, like, you know, the steampunky type circuitry board pattern on the back. Looks very nice. We have the skrr tank. Please excuse the bits of mess, as it does look a bit dirty now, but I have been using it. So, you know, I've just given it a bit clean for the purpose of the review. So please, I do apologise for that. But, you know, if I don't use it, I can't test it. Underneath, we have your box of spares, which comprises of, if I can get everything out, we have a spare coil. We have some O-rings and a protective ring around your tank with Vaporesso all over it. We have some literature in here, which just for some reason is just refusing to come out. There you go, some literature, and of course your USB, which is braided. I do like these USB cables, they're very good. Basically in here you have your warranty card and a little envelope. You know, that's the kind of thing you're getting there. Warranty card and a little envelope. You have your destruction manual, what I like to call it. Inside destruction manual, yep, it's very good. Again, the specifications is there. I like that when the manufacturers put the specs inside here. I do like that. There are some that don't, which I think, you know, they should do. You know, basic instructions, what to do with it, pretty well laid out actually. And then obviously you've got all your different other languages. So we'll put all this aside for one moment, get all this stuff, and we'll have a quick look. Oh god, that's just found the floor, never mind. We'll have a quick look at the tank. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit here. How was that? Yeah, that's better. Right, so there's the tank. On the bottom, you know, you've got your usual markings on the bottom. SKR tank, serial number, CE marks, etc. It looks like a silver plated 510. That's what it looks like. On the bottom you've got 3 airflows, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I thought I was going blind there for me. Whatever you turn, you know, it happens on all of them. To fill it, very interesting this. To fill it, it's got like a safety catch on it, or a child safety system. Basically, you unscrew this, your mouthpiece, which if you see has a thread. Then you have your little sign here, which basically tells you to push it over. If I can do it. Hang on a minute. Why can't I do that? Oh, there you go. I'm pushing it the wrong way. That's it there. The hinge is there, so you push it there. Oh, God. I was panicking there. But I don't know why that sign is there if you're pushing it over there. I thought that sign would have been... That's why I went that way, because I thought, you know, there's an arrow mark there. You know, the arrow's there. So when you push it there, nothing happens. But when you go over there, it flips. So I don't understand that. Why that's there, or whether I'm getting a dud, whether I've marked it wrong. But anyway... it flips open, fill it up, put it back, screw that back in. Basically when that's in, it'll not open, so it's like a child-proof friend, or child-friendly, as they say. Sorry about that, I'm bloody can't get my words out. A child-friendly top, so you can't get the children can't get into it. And again, it's like every other tank, you unscrew it, that's your coil. This is the 2mm glass coil again. Just unscrews out the bottom like every other normal, you know, sub-ohm. Screws back in, screw it back together, and job's a good one. Now, the thing that differs with this one slightly is this new this coil I've got in here. I'll just get out of this fella. I'll get out of it. There you go. This coil. Now, it's got this kind of like central post in here, right? Now it does look rather unusual, but you see your meshes around the side here, you've got your wick, and you've got this post. Now upside down, I mean, you're not able to, I don't know if you can see anything in the camera, but inside this post you've got like 4 channels or cutouts, and basically what's happening is the air goes in here and it comes out the channels and it hits the mesh on the side before it comes up. Not like a conventional one, there's nothing in and the air just goes, you know, like straight up through the center of the bore of the coil. This one pushes the air out to the sides of the coil like that and that before it comes up. Basically it's something like a side airflow. So it's a totally new design and I'm all for a bit of innovation. You know, the coils, one coil's at 0.18 and this one's at 0.2, so you get 2 coils with it, but that there, very interesting. But yeah, that's what that comes up with. So moving on to the mod, basically you've got your screen there, your fire button at the side, your pattern on the back, nothing there, air hole, venting holes, 510 spring mounted. I forgot to mention the USB chargers there. Put the batteries in. I've got any nails. Basically the back comes off. This is a nice touch. I do like this. You don't use batteries with broken skin, high bit rate discharge batteries. Awesome. Love that. Really love that. All safety in mind. Love it. I'm putting some Samsungs in. 30Qs. Positive down that way. Positive up on that way. Up. Inside is also a bit of like branding and the Vaporesso and the board there. You just drop that back on there, just claps on lovely, and there you have it. This is how we all fire up on this. It just comes on itself. Check out the miser obviously, but everything's there you need to see. You know, you've got your ohms, your voltage, your seconds, puff counter, your watts. This is your mode, variable wattage, and that's like normal. So you've got your normal, your soft and your hard, and it goes to standby. It's got a clock on it. I'll put the atomizer on. Just, I'll try not to, no, I'll not fire it because obviously there's no in, but there you go. So as you can see, excuse me, it has a padlock on the screen, which is here. To get that off, you go 1, 2, 3. That goes off, and then you hit this B button, 1, 2, 3, and that puts you into your menu. Like I see, you've got your variable wattage mode. That's on normal. And to scroll around, you just touch the left or the right button. You know, your temperature controls, your voltage, all this stuff. There's your settings. Again, just go through all that stuff, touching that. Whatever you want, you just, you know, hit it, and away you go. Press that again for OK. When it comes to exit your menu. So it's simple to navigate. Like I say, the lock's on again as soon as you come out. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're in. Scroll over that. SP 75 watts. Mode menu 3 times. That's your temperature control. Is that variable voltage? Yep, that's variable voltage. This is your curves. That'll be your bypass. DIY is where you can set all that stuff up yourself. You know, your own curves, your own voltage and all that stuff. Just simple touches. Back to your settings. And basically that's, you know, I'll come back over that. No, I don't want to do that. I think with that, you've got to scroll through to get to the exit on that one. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. easy, simple to use. The touchscreen, it does have a vibrate. You can feel it vibrating and buzzing when you touch it. Goes to standby mode like that. When you go to, you know, you've got your clock. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That locks it. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I want to be back in the wattage mode. And that, there we go, variable wattage. It's just basically scrolling with your left and right, and obviously ending with that. Simple to use. There you go. Now the atomizer's on the mod. It gives you information. 0.18, 225 volts. That's your puff time, 13 seconds, and that's your voltage. Battery life, clock. These are automatic settings for like screen timeout, stuff like that. And you know, it's a simple, easy display to use. Let's see, it goes to standby mode. You've got your time and your date, which I have not set. But you know, you should be doing that, Ken. Yes, setting up the basic settings, you know what I mean. But there you have it, folks, and you just press the fire button, it comes back on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to juice this guy up, fill it up. We'll take it back up top, and I think we'll just take this for a little vape, and see where we are. So, you know, with that said, we'll definitely see you in a bit. Cheers. Right, folks, here we are back up top with the Luxe kit with the skrr tank on. Got this coil in, coming up 0.18, 0.17. It's not reading it too far away. I've got it 75 watts. Airflow about halfway. I'm vaping on some of this Vaporesso creme de la creme, which I must say is absolutely delicious. Oops, excuse me. So let's give it a tooter. It's nice. We've got this new coil setup. Excuse me. And it does work. Pleasantly surprising, actually. The tank itself, it's like another mesh tank, you know. It works just like another mesh tank, but I think the difference with this is it's more of a like a low power tank. Basically, say something like, I don't know, the what we're looking at. Hang on a minute, what we're looking at? Not the Falcon, the other one, the Freemax Mesh Pro, right? Cracking tank, do like that. But this sitting at 75 watts on the Freemax, you would have to bump it up to about 90 watts to get the same flavour. So, you know, I'd say this is more like a low powered atomizer, to be honest with you. It's you know, the flavour's there. It is kind of matching with most of the other ones about there, but it's not taking as much power to get to that flavour, you know. I mean, like I say, this is, like I've said, this sitting at 75 watts. Flavour's good, but to get that kind of flavour off the Freemax, you'd have to bump it up a bit, because that's like a hot tank, you know. So that could be a pro, especially for, you know, like the smaller wattage tanks, you know what I mean? Smaller powered tank, smaller powered mods, you know, it would go on them and still run quite well. The tank itself, I mean, you have got this childproof lock kind of thing on, but although it is a good thing with safety, the downside is a bit of a chew on to to fill up. But I suppose it would just be like any screwy on one, but you know, just to unscrew and then flick it over. Could be a bit of a chew on for some people, but at the end of the day, anything to do with safety is a big pro in my eyes, you know what I mean? If it's a child safety cap, as they describe it, or locked, you know, I'm all for that, definitely. It is very airy, all three open, fully open. Bit noisy as well. I still think you get a bit better flavour if you just close it off a bit. You get a bit more flavour. But generally, it is a good atomizer. But there's that many of them coming out now. You just, you know, it's getting, like I've said probably in previous videos, it is getting very difficult to tell them apart. It's good, but I could think of a couple of others that would maybe pip it. Not by a lot, but again, at higher wattage. This is doing this on a lower wattage, so that is a bit of a pro. You know, less wattage, like prolong your battery life, all that kind of stuff. Now with the mod, this is a different kettle of fish. You know, it looks like the old Revengers, exactly the same kind of thing. But it's got, you know, it's got the Omniboard 4 chip in it. I've heard rumours that there's going to be a 5 coming out. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But this thing, at the end of the day, is another mainstream mod. It's like a reasonably priced mod that is now standing toe to toe with the likes of, bear with us, this fella, a Paranormal with DNA chip in, stand toe to toe with that, with wattage and temperature, and it's also standing toe to toe with the Yeehys. Doing the same thing. It's wattage is spot on, its temperature control is spot on. They've nailed it. The only thing that makes this better than this is simply the customization. Same with Yeehy. They've got external software that you put on your computer and you can go in, plug your mod in, go in all these little settings, blah blah blah, and fine tune it. That is the only difference at the minute with the likes of these mainstream mods that are catching or have caught up with the big manufacturing chip names, your Yeehys, your DNAs. This is one hell of a mod. Trust us. Put, you know, a tank, a rebuildable on there. Temperature control, nailed. It is absolutely spot on. It's a good little mod. Menu is very easy to use. Piece of paste to do the batteries, magnetic door. Same with the, you know, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The touchscreen can be a little bit sensitive now and then. If you touch it once, it might register as 2 touches, it might jump a menu. But generally, just for a technical issue, due to the wattage and the temperature control, these have nailed it. They've got it bang on. It's absolutely spot on. Like I say, for something, you know, from that'll cost you, I know, 150 quid nowadays. G-Class, 200 quid nowadays. To this, middle of the road cost, which I will come to in a minute. You know, the likes of, I think the likes of Yeehy, and there's the Lost Vape, not Lost Vape. Oh god, the DNA cheaper, the manufacturers, it's gone out of my head, they've just had a brain freeze. These guys want to get their thinking caps on very soon, because all the mainstream mods now, or a lot of mainstream mods, are catching up with these guys. These guys have obviously set the mark, and now there are lots of people catching up, or manufacturers I should say catching up, and this is standing toe to toe, wattage and temp control with the likes of the DNAs and the Yeehys. Well, I mean, what do you do? And the price of this, which again I've seen it vary, I've seen the cheapest I've seen it was on an eBay ad for 53 quid, which might not be authentic. Up to 73 quid. That's for the kit. I know you can buy the tank separate and the mod separate. Not sure off the top of my head, but I'm just, you know, basing off this kit and what the kit costs. I'd say your average is 60 quid, roughly, you know, in the middle somewhere. But for 60 to 70 quid, a mod that can match the likes of the DNA and the Yeehee on a technical issue with wattage and temperature control, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's a no-brainer. Even if you don't like the tank, the mod's worth the money on its own. It's there. What more can you ask for at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's absolutely spot on. With any of the downside really, it could obviously touchscreen, be a fingerprint magnet front and back. But basically, can't really fault it, to be honest with you. Like I say, it's hitting the wattage, it's hitting the temp. Screen layout, okay, you know, it's easy to see what you've got, all the information's there. Menu options are very easy to get to. Guns on standby, you get a little clock as well. So yeah, definitely a good mod. Addy, yeah, it's an average run-of-the-mill mesh tank. It's good. The new little design works. It works well. I think it shines more with your likes of your custards and your creams and your desserts and your cake bakes and all that. I think it shines better with them juices in rather than your fruits, you know. So maybe that one's there to bear in mind. But generally, people, cracking mod, good tank, cracking mod. Even better mod if you put your own rebuildable on. You can have fun with that. You know it's going to hit the wattage, you know it's going to hit the temperature. So with that said, you know, what mod you want at a mainstream mod, with a run-of-the-mill mainstream price, you know, matching the big boys. So to me, the big boys better get their thinking caps on, because at the end of the day, if these bring out the number 5 of this board and they put the added better on where you can go on and customize it, mainstream mod that can do what a DNA and a Yeehee can do, like get the thinking caps on either. But at the end of the day, people, awesome mod, good tank, awesome mod. And with that, I'll leave you at that. So I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. Stay safe, vape safe. Until I see you on the next one, watch what you're doing. Yeah? See ya. Bye.